Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Jameis to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shift.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Mike 5. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Got it. Mike 5. Drop deep. Mike 5.
Now it's Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike, 53. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Danny. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 14. He's the best focus. 53 is Mike.
Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
53 is Mike. Stop your whining. Four out.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. David Onyemata able to get him for a loss of about 3. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Shoot! Alert! All day, just like that. Mike 5. All day, punk.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch the slant.
56. Mike, 56 right there. Bam.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Winston. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
36 power. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
We gotta step it up. Mike, let's get this. Mike 5. That's the pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Marcus Davenport in there to take down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Alert. Mike 5. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike 5.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
First down at the 27-yard line.
Watch the run.
On first down, Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Play action. It's Wilson. On the move to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Wilson now to throw on third down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The first half did not go their way. That's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Coming left is Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.